Hey everybody, this is just Jared. I'm drinking water.
So interesting.
I thought I was getting chocolate milk, but
Oh, did you want to try? Well, it's too late now, bitch. Anyways, this is Bryce Lensing. One less tooth in my body, and I'm in pain right now. Hi.
And I'm Joshua B. Easy.
And this is the
Takeoff
Takeoff Anytime podcast. So, as people who may have follow us on Facebook may have seen, we actually hang out outside of just the podcast. You know, we're friends in real life, not just podcast friends.
Yes.
And on Facebook, topic came up about porn, as we've talked about in the past, but what constitutes porn, and that kind of led into the discussion of porn versus art.
Well, the backstory was, with the current topic of the Drake and the Pusha T beef, how Pusha T had said in the story of Adidon, clapback to Drake, he called Drake's baby mama a porn star. Okay? So me, being the pervert that I am, I looked her up. So
horrible.
I could not find not one penetrating porn of her. Like, she's not getting dicked down by anybody. She's just a nude model, and she has a bunch of videos of her ass being oiled up. You know, and I personally, I don't see that as porn. You know what I'm saying? She was just a nude modelist. It wasn't like she was masturbating, you know, nothing like that. She was just showing her ass and her tits. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's not porn. That's just nude modeling. You know, and then Bryce had commented on one of a post that I had put, and that's how we got into this kind of topic.
So first question, does anybody here consider that porn? Jarrett?
I mean, I guess I haven't seen the pictures. I would like to, so definitely slide your boy some pictures later.
Well, but just in a general sense, does any kind of nude modeling where there's not another, you know, sexual figure involved,
Or no type of masturbation or...
I mean, it depends. I mean, what was the point of the photo shoot or these photos, or where were they posted? Where, you know, what magazine or what site? Pornhub. That's where you seen it. But originally, that's what I mean. Like, what was it like for Vanity? Was it for Vogue? You know, one of those situations. Because if it was like,
I'm sure it wasn't Vanity or Vogue because those are not adult.
Wait, was it a video or was it pictures?
No, they're both. They're on Pornhub is videos.
Okay.
And she was like at a photo shoot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like of her, you know, with her ass oiled up, you know, topless, stuff like that.
So what I've typically noticed, if there's oil involved, it's usually something to do with porn.
Not typically, no. No, because a lot of modeling agencies, they, even with girls that are clothed, use oil for the light to reflect off the bodies to get different lighting and shows the body.
I know, but I'm talking like what sense? Is it like dripping oil, or is this like
no? Just her ass is shiny, oiled up. Her body's oiled up.
And I really, I guess it depends, because like, say if it was for, like I said earlier, if it was like Vanity or something, it might just be considered art, like how they did with the ESPN
Consider
thing.
vanity art.
Yeah, you know, or like you remember when they did the ESPN like some years back and had all the athletes and they were naked.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Well, I still wouldn't agree with you there because.
Well, you gotta let me finish. You gotta let me finish.
Okay, go ahead, finish.
So they were all completely naked, right? But that was in the sense of showing you their muscle strength, you know, just like the different bodies and how they are athletically, you know. So that could be considered art, and also slide into, I guess, medical if you want to think about it. And then if you get something like but those same people were in, say, Playboy, and Playboy being known for being more so a porn magazine than anything else, then it could be looked more for porn.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't consider Playboy to be porn.
Neither do I.
No, okay.
Because they don't have any sort of intercourse. They don't have any sort of masturbation. They barely do spread shots. Mm-hmm. You know, it's just nude modeling. That's all it is. You know, porn. I think
Now, if you're talking about like Hustler, that's different.
Hustler is porn.
Okay. Yeah, we know Hustler's porn.
Hustler is porn. But Playboy, besides being naked, it doesn't have much sexuality to it. Like, as in, like, playing with the breast, playing with the vagina, playing with your ass play, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just plain modeling, like pretty pictures of girls, you know, that are naked.
I mean, I get that, and, you know, and I'm not opposed to what you're saying, but I think still, like, Playboy has always been like just a down step from Hustler. You know what I mean? In terms of like pornographic material, but
it's like JV versus varsity.
Exactly. But I mean, if you were, you know, if it was still like 1993 and you were in somebody's bathroom they might have a stack of Playboys next to the toilet. You know what I mean? Or under the bed. And I mean, I don't know about you, but if I see a Playboy, I don't post the pictures on my wall and goes, art. You know, a few of those pages are not pages anymore. Let's just say that. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this, because I think Josh and I are more on the same page, and maybe you're the odd one out.
Might be.
Can any form of nudity be considered art, or do you consider any form of nudity art?
I mean, yeah. I mean, I've definitely like if you were to. Like,
I'm not talking about like Statue of David. I'm talking like modern.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying it goes literally just in college or like those you know, like people they have nude models and people paint them. You know, that's fully for the purpose of art. You know what I mean?
I see that somewhat is the same lane as Playboy.
See, but that's what I said. That's why I say Playboy is that very gray area because why it's artistic and it's not so like I can't think of it like
it's not slutty or
it's not slutty or
very
overly
classy.
sexual. You know, it just captures like the essence of a woman in that sense. Like not every woman has to be in a brassiere or anything. But I'm saying like it looks nice, but it can also transcend into a porn if it needs to be.
Yeah, I mean, I do understand. I mean, personally, I think I'm gonna preface this by saying that I do think that even porn, like porn, can be considered art just because I'm that kind of person. But going more back to the Playboy, I do feel like the way that most people think of it, that's kind of like on the border. That's like as far as you can go and still be considered art. Yeah. And I think really the main difference is, how tactful is it, how tasteful is it, and how vulgar is it.
Right. And I think that's really what it comes down to. And that's why I said, and that's why I asked you the question in the beginning. I said, well, what are they for? Because I mean, even though it might just be shiny, she might just be oiled up, have her ass in the air. It may not be particularly porn, depending on what was the purpose of it.
I mean, but when you talk about art, everything is art. Even porn is art.
Yeah, but
that's what I was meaning.
Sex in general, can be seen as art.
But see, what I love, have you guys ever been on DeviantArt?
Yep.
No.
So I love DeviantArt, and you can find all sorts of random stuff on there. A lot of it is just people like me and you just put doing drawings, putting that shit up there. A lot of it is anime and video game, but there's a lot of nudity on there, a lot of quote unquote nude art, and there are some people that put some stuff up there that's like, yeah, this is basically porn, but there is a lot of stuff up there that people do, and they do it, I think, with the intention of being tasteful, but it doesn't always come off that way. And it's really interesting if you look at some of this stuff, especially some of the amateur art, right? Because the amateur art, a lot of people I think consider porn, and you go in there and you read the comments, and like there are people being like, this website wasn't made for this, this is, and they'll try to get it taken down and whatnot. But that's where, art is so subjective. Yeah. It's kind of like Josh and I were saying. It's like, I mean, even if they do put it up there because they want a reaction or something, it could still be considered art to some people.
Yeah. And, one thing, all nudity definitely cannot be considered to be pornographic. Because if you did, you would say that all of us in this room and whoever's watching this watch children porn. Because Pamper commercials or any sort of baby commercials have naked babies. Right. So if you want to look at people being naked in general as porn, then babies are people, and so therefore they have commercials of naked babies, so therefore that's children porn.
I mean, not necessarily.
I mean, I know your point, but I do think that's the extreme.
Yeah.
Side of the argument.
That's like saying the same thing as saying something like, like you were saying, a naked portrait being conceived as porn.
Yeah. Well, no, I just mean extreme in the sense that, if, and God knows there's probably somebody out there who does think this way. If you think that every form of nudity is porn or indecent, then obviously
you don't know
that's an extreme. That's an extreme.
I mean,
that's like the people that get pissed off like when about people breastfeeding in public.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. Actually, me and Jessica was just looking at that on Facebook and other things,
Really?
And there was a video of They had one chick who had a low cut top on, nice sized breast, and you can see him through, coming out from her shirt, and people. She was sitting on a bench in the mall or some sort of public area. People would walk by, look, wouldn't say anything about it. But then a woman is sitting there and she is breastfeeding a baby, and people will come up to her and say, "Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's nasty. You shouldn't be doing that there."
That's even if you have the shirt that's made for that, where it just unbuttons or
Right.
whatever.
Wait, where'd you see this video at, Josh? Is it YouTube?
It's either YouTube or Facebook. One
Man,
of the
don't listen to those videos, yo. Those are they're full of agendas.
They probably were set up to be that way because that's what Jessica had thought.
Yeah.
That it was staged to be like that. But either way, that's how people look at it.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm saying? On a real level, people are uncomfortable being around a woman that's breastfeeding in public, but they are completely fine with a hot chick, sitting with her boobs down there hanging out of her shirt. Breasts in general are not solely for the purpose of sex or sexuality. They are life-giving instruments given by the Lord himself to nurture us.
I mean, I'm not gonna bring the Lord into titties.
Well, I'm just saying,
But-
that's what they're not made just
I don't
for
know.
sex.
No, because those videos make me mad because they're pure agendas. You know what I'm saying? Because the same people. Because I mean, those are actors, man, and I can't really stress that enough to say anything. And I understand that there may be some people out there, but that's not what the majority of people think. And a lot of times, people try to compare it to a girl having her chest out to people breastfeeding and saying it's all right. It's because there's two different avenues. Like, one is very personal. You know what I'm saying? Like breastfeeding, no matter how you look at it, it's a bond between a woman and her baby. And a lot of people think that it's just very personal. It shouldn't be amongst everybody else. But I'm not a person who says you shouldn't breastfeed in public. If you want to do it, it's your business. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not about what the woman wants to do. I'm sure she doesn't necessarily want to feed her baby in public. It's the baby's hungry, feed the baby.
No.
It doesn't matter where the fuck you're
I
at.
mean, you could meal prep the kid. You know what I'm saying? You can have bottles. You know what I'm saying?
You
and
can,
stuff ready to go.
You can, but you're not being a parent. You won't understand that there's sometimes you'll be unprepared and shit happens.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have an issue with you having to do it. Like, if you have a blanket just for it, you know what I'm saying? Or even if you don't have a blanket, you just want to bring it out. Just understand that people are going to view you. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But the girl who just has her chest out, but it's not fully out, is just showing her sexuality, because now you're saying you're condemning her for being, for being herself, for her being sexual. Her saying, "Oh, I enjoy my body. I'm able to flaunt it out."
But I think that's the whole basis of the argument. The fact that the woman who's sitting with her breast out wants to be sexual, wants to be seen, wants to be, the focal point of people's eyes. A mother that's breastfeeding their baby just wants to feed their baby. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to be sexual. They're not trying to do it for attention. They're not trying it for no reason other than just to feed the baby. You know what I'm saying? But people look at it in that sexual way instead of looking at the woman who's trying to be sexual in a sexual way.
Yeah, but see, that's why I say you shouldn't watch those videos, because those videos are definitely pushing agendas. Like, no,
but we're not. I'm not talking about just the video.
No, no.
though.
Well, I'm getting there. You gotta let me speak. What I'm saying is, how many people do you personally know who get offended by that?
I don't talk to a lot of people. So,
See, that's what I'm
no,
saying. I don't have those discussions with people because it's not a relevant conversation like that. At least not where I am most times. Like, no one gets offended by that.
But
and that's the thing is, I mean, just because generally I surround my people by like-minded people, because I just find that I don't like the people that have, those values that I consider not to be good values. And it's not in an attempt to be bigoted or anything like that. I don't want to be around people that have those values, quite frankly. And that's a whole nother discussion in and of itself. But just because of that doesn't mean that those people aren't out there. Even if that video is fake, there's still people out there who do believe that that's public indecency.
Right. And that's what I'm saying, because I don't believe the fact that it becomes that you're breastfeeding is the issue. It's the fact that I guess, because it really just comes down to the nipple being out or not. And once your nipple comes out, that's when people start having the issue.
Well, and that's the funny thing. There's another topic is, this isn't considered nudity even on TV,
Right.
but this is.
Yeah, which is completely sexist and wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I totally agree that's wrong. Now, I can't say, I'm going to be honest with people. I'm not going to say if I see a dude's chest, it's not going to bother me. If I see a woman's breast, I might catch a boner. I'm not gonna lie.
Catch a boner, like,
Yeah.
like
It just comes out the air like.
no, I'm just thinking it's like a cold.
Wait,
where
oh, no homo, because that sounded wrong.
It's
When I said that.
I'm just thinking it's like it's contagious. The way you say catch a boner, like catch a cold.
It is, because I have horrible hormones. If I see a nice set of breasts, I'm probably gonna have to like do the belt trick.
But anyways, that's the same thing how it is with. I don't know what that is, but you know, like a woman's butt. You know what I'm saying? Like they'll blur out the crack, but she has a thong on.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
You can't even see the string of the thong, so
Right.
it's no different.
Yeah, right.
See, but that's why I think it comes down to that very specific detail, and that's why I said the girl who has her chest out mostly, but is not showing her nipple, isn't an issue, because people are waiting for the exposure of that nipple, and then once the nipple comes on, they go, "No, that's wrong." And I
Yeah.
get it, and I do understand, like, if a girl is stacked or she has this quote unquote model body, ideal body that people tend to want to look for, then a lot of people aren't going to cause concern. They might be like, "Dang, she's new," but at the same time, I'm enjoying the situation. You know what I'm saying? Because if you see a woman giving if you're giving a woman breastfeeding, god damn it, breastfeeding, you're gonna look at it like not sexually. Like none of it is going to be sexual unless one, you have a fetish for that, or two, it's your girl and you think the idea that her, nurturing your child is sexy. You know what I mean?
All right, this is something funny. I don't see, like, okay, those who've been following us knows that I just had a newborn child. Watching my fiance breastfeed my daughter is not really that sexy.
I would
But
consider it's not.
This is really, really weird. When she pumping milk, and it's like she holds the cuffs on her breast, and the way she holds her boobs, that's sexy as fuck to me. I don't understand why. It's maybe just the way she's holding her boobs like that. You know,
I feel like I need to apologize for what I just pictured in my head.
no, for real.
Yeah,
It's a good picture. Like everything is like it's sexy until you actually look at the milk going inside the bottle. Like then you be like, okay, look back up.
That's where
Give
you
it a
like that. You picture that like a comedic movie or something, where there's just like a camera on her face, and she's just like, and it comes down. You see her chest,
Yeah.
and like there's just
It's
this
hot,
sexy
it's hot,
music,
and it
and then it
goes
gets
down.
down to the bottles, and the music just changes.
You're like scratch.
Nah, see,
Right.
see that whole thing isn't sexy to me. One, because I don't look at nature as sexy in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like in sense of like,
I feel like that's a bad. I want to argue with that, but I want to argue with it because it's just a really bad choice of words.
it might be. Okay.
Because nature, a woman's natural body is sexy. I'm sorry.
Well, no.
but-
What I meant, like the natural process of like breastfeeding isn't sexy to me.
Yeah, I don't think anybody considers
Yeah.
childbirth sexy.
Yeah, I mean, a woman's natural body
dude,
is
that is the
sexy. Yeah, see, so I'm saying like for that, and that's why I think it kind of falls into that same situation. Like a vagina itself is sexy, right? We can agree. We're all heterosexual men. That a vagina is sexy.
Vaginas.
But, but if a baby comes flying out of there, well, not flying, but comes pushing out of there,
Whoosh.
well, it kind of changes the dynamic a little bit here.
Well, okay.
You know?
I think the whole thing about sex in general is a matter of perspective, because you look at it, a woman's body, sex, oral sex, it's all hot
Gotcha.
because we think of it in a way of it being hot. But
Yeah,
when you
there's
look
definitely a level of conditioning.
if you look at it from the other side of it and kind of like break it down, it kind of is disgusting.
What, oral sex?
Sex in general, everything about it.
Why is it? Oh, I don't think so.
Because it's like let's kind of speak on penetration.
Okay.
Like my body part is going inside of your body part. Okay, where the fuck is that dick been? Is it clean? Is it sterile?
I mean,
like and then you're putting your dick into a unknown hole. You don't know what the fuck's in there. You don't know. I mean, you can probably smell it. Does it have a smell? Does it have what color is the discharge? You know what I'm saying? Like you can think of the nasty things that come out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like pee coming out of a pussy is nasty, or out of a dick is nasty.
no. See, sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Or like I love butt, like a nice butt. But when you look at what comes out of a butt, that's the fucking disgusting.
See, there's definitely a level of relativity and definitely a level of conditioning because it's like obviously we think that the things we think are sexy because we've been conditioned to think that way. But if you look at a case with fresh eyes, which is hard to do as a human being, but it's like I guess the closest thing we can relate it to is like seeing animals mate. It's like hopefully very few people find that sexy. And like to flip that the other way around, I'm sure that if cats and dogs see us fucking, they're probably like, what are the fucking humans doing? It's nasty.
That's weird. But
That's true.
But I think that's the thing though. Like,
why are they doing missionary?
like think about it. Is your eyeball sexy? I mean, is your eyeball disgusting?
Kinda, yeah.
No, just you and your eyeball in your head coming out of your face when you look in the mirror. Do you look at your eye and go, "That's some disgusting shit"?
Just look at it inside of my head, no. But if you saw that shit outside
And
of
that's
your head,
and that's what I mean.
disgusting.
But that's what I mean. Like a mouth isn't disgusting. You know what I'm saying? Like even if you putting
Liz has herpes.
Right, like just look. Just
yeah.
looking at something
But if you have
isn't-
herpes, then it's fucking gross.
right?
You know what I'm saying? But I think that's the way it is. Like because vaginas could be gross.
Yeah, like vaginas is beautiful, is great. We love it
Yeah.
until it's bleeding. Then it's fucking disgusting.
I mean, I still love it. I just don't touch it. You know?
So hold up, pause. So you would want to watch a woman on her period?
No, see, you took it out of context. What I'm saying is a woman's vagina bleeding doesn't take away from the fact that it's still a vagina. It's just going through some things.
What if you was,
I need to leave it alone for a while.
If a woman was right there on that couch and you looked and you was looking and you saw it coming out?
Well, I mean, I don't know the situation in which I would just be watching
This is a dark place.
blood coming out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but but that's the thing though. Like the act of the blood coming out, and I'm sorry, ladies, if you're watching it, you're like, why are you talking about this? But if
We're talking about it if you're listening to the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's there's beauty in the body or in sex, on one side of it. But if you look at the other side of the coin or whatever you want to look at it, then it's like it can be seen as disgusting.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like one thing doesn't change to another just because something is going through something. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like a vagina is still a vagina. If it's going through its menstrual cycle, it's still a vagina. It's just going through some stuff right now. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you're normally Josh, you are, but then one day you stop talking to me. You're not Josh anymore. You're just going through some shit.
Well, that's kind of like I think my wife is sexy, but I don't want to watch her use the bathroom.
Exactly.
Yeah, and when you watch your first kid be born, I'm telling you, you'll be traumatized for a while.
I'm 4K in that shit.
So I'm not having a kid.
I'm telling you, that 6 weeks for my first child, that 6 weeks was like, I still didn't want to do it even after the 6 weeks. Like, I just didn't want to do it. I was traumatized. Like I don't want to be nowhere near.
I
that
can just
shit.
picture Josh just sitting here like in the hospital room after the baby's born, just holding like a cup of coffee, just
shaking. So okay.
Childbirth is probably the most beautiful, the most magical, yet most disgusting thing you'll ever fucking see in
but
your
it's
life.
nasty.
Yeah, but see, but that's the thing. But a vagina, after it went through its phase, of having to rebuild itself, it became stronger, it's faster, it jumps higher.
We have the technology. We can't rebuild it.
The snapback is real.
Yeah, but I'm saying now it's a vagina again, right? You're right. It's a good vagina. I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's not the one that's giving birth.
There's some
vagina
woman watching right now. What do you mean my vagina's a bad vagina?
Because I had a baby, my vagina's bad. Yes, some of your vaginas are ruined. I'm not gonna lie. That's not all of them though.
Hey, that is the thought of Jared by himself.
Some. Now let's be honest.
No, it's hard. It might be hard to hear, but some of your vaginas were bad to start.
Let's be honest. Yeah, they're horrible. They're horrible. And some dudes have, from what I hear, I don't know, horrible penises. I don't know.
I think Josh just took it from my body for a
I
second.
know, right? But I'm saying like,
Because I said something fucked up.
but I'm saying like, because I mean, your ear secretes wax, right? Mm-hmm. But
When you say secretes, I just picture just like oozing
yeah, just
out.
oozing out.
Just like it's dripping down the side of my head right
I
now.
gotta work on my wordage.
That's gross.
But what I'm saying is like I've had a girl lick the inside of my ear before. I don't know why she wanted to do it, but she did it.
I don't like that.
Well, I thought it was alright.
I could have lived without that image.
I'm just saying, shit happens. I live a weird life sometimes. You okay?
Yeah, I'm just.
Oh, okay. I got you.
I don't want everybody to hear me swallow.
I heard Bryce's goat earlier. Doesn't matter.
So you don't want everyone to hear you swallow, huh?
Funny. Cause they can see it. I'm drinking. Fucking
Now they're listening to it.
Nasty as fuck. But
Yeah, sorry. But so I guess that really goes all back to the beginning of this conversation, saying if those pictures are porn or art. I guess it depends on what we're looking at. Like what's the purpose of the photos? What are they being used for?
Yeah.
Because for one person, it could be art. It could be the picture on the wall where it's just a part of art, but it could also be the picture under someone's bed.
See, I can get behind that, though, because let's go back to the Playboy example. So, same Playboy. There could be somebody looking at it and just looking at it because they genuinely enjoy the artisticness of it. But then that same issue of Playboy in the hand of a 16-year-old boy, obviously he's looking at it a little differently. Yeah. And so the same subject matter can be two different things in two different circumstances.
That is definitely
but you got to look at it when you look at the example of a 16-year-old, because I'm thinking that you brought that up because a 16-year-old probably would masturbate to a Playboy.
Yeah.
Right? But, people masturbate to pictures of women with clothes. Like I've seen I could probably say I probably have. Masturbated to a Cosmopolitan or a Vibe magazine.
You masturbated to 6 Ways to Please Your Man? You've masturbated to that?
Dude, I wasn't talking about that exactly. But
I'm just
they have, pictures of girls in bikinis or Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
Like pictures in general of beautiful women, clothed or not clothed, can be used or can be taken as a sexual thing, or masturbation material.
Remember back when they used to have like the WWEs, they'd have the swimsuit magazine, the WWE Divas.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm saying, is that art, or are you just trying to get a boner off of that?
Hey, hold on, my mom's calling. But y'all can keep talking.
All right, just whatever. We just edit the shot, whatever.
We just lost Josh. That's all.
You just hit my mic on the way out too. Whatever, it's a little closer to my face now. Yeah, so I guess it feels colder now without Josh. And
so with the whole porn thing. So Josh and I were talking before about porn, whether or not if you go to Pornhub and you watch a video of a man and a woman having sex, is there any circumstance that you think that can be considered porn? Or I'm sorry, art?
Art. Yeah. See, here's the thing. I've actually seen documentaries of them making porn, and you gotta think about it. There is an art to making porn.
Not just anybody can do it. That's for certain.
Yeah, it's definitely it takes skill. It takes talent. Someone had to learn those camera angles. You know what I'm saying? Like it may seem like it's just a vagina coming down onto a dude in one angle, but in one sense, someone had to think, okay, this is a way that people start feeling more aroused in this situation.
Granted, I don't disagree with you, but to play devil's advocate here, that doesn't necessarily make it art, though. That just makes it a trade, a skilled trade.
Yeah, it makes it definitely a skill. But then sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry. I don't mean to move too quickly on from that tangent, but one thing I did want to mention is I've noticed in the last last few years, there's been a couple websites that are pornographic websites,
right?
But they're based around a more artistic, I think XArt is actually one of them.
Yeah,
and it's porn. You see dick, you see vagina, you see oral, you see all the normal stuff, but the way that they shoot it, the way that they film it, even the lighting is to make it more of a artistic porn rather than just a hard and fast going at it porn.
Right. It's like have you ever seen? I'm gonna try to find a movie. All of us. You ever seen Jason's Lyric? I don't know if you have. It's an old movie.
What?
Jason's Lyric.
No, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, in Jason's Lyric, they have a point where two of the people they come together and they have sex. See, and it's actually let's do this. Monsters Ball. You seen Monsters Ball, right? With Billy Bob Thornton and Halle Berry.
Familiar.
I seen the sex scene.
Well, you seen a sex scene. Okay. So for some people, they could be like, it's sexual, But if you actually look at the context of that scene, is because they were trying to release so much. Like so much was happening at that moment in her life. You know, her son just died. Her man was in jail, or I think he might have died at that point. It's been a while since I've seen the movie.
Yeah.
You know, and then Billy Bob Thornton was going through so much with his family. You know, they just got together to kind of, you know, release all of this stress in a sense. So it wasn't. So when I watched it, it wasn't like I got horny. You know, I didn't get excited. It was. I almost felt kind of sad in a sense because I was feeling like in their whole jacked up universe, they had to come together just for that split moment, just to feel some type of release. You know what I mean?
Even though that scene was mad sexy.
It was sexy, but I'm saying by itself it's sexy. But in the context of the whole movie, now it becomes more of an art because now
It had a deeper meaning to it.
it had a deeper meaning to it.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I agree with that.
That is the funny thing though about some like normal movies, because there are some where the sex scene, whether or not there is nudity, really plays into the overall feeling of the movie. And there's some of them like it's like, why is this in here? Was this in here just for the tits?
The shock value of it all.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
that's the thing. Like the 50 Shades of Grey. You know.
Well, the whole basis of that.
Yeah, but
movie.
but you understand that's purely like a soft core porn. In a sense.
Serious question: is there any nudity in those movies?
Yeah.
There's slight.
There's nudity in all three of them.
Oh, okay.
But you know, anybody who's read all the books knows that the movies are much played down.
Oh, it's tame,
than
a lot
the
more
books.
tame.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the books is.
Was that because you think that's because they couldn't take a bigger chance with the Hollywood movie?
It's because it goes back to that whole like sex being so taboo in America.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like for some reason Americans love to see nudity in private.
Wait,
But they
hold up. So you're saying that the reason why the movie was dumbed down was because of how taboo sex is in America?
I didn't say dumbed down. I said tamed.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
Well, okay.
That's what he meant, though.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways, go ahead.
Yeah.
But that's what you're saying?
Yeah, because if they went all out with that movie and made it the sexual fest that it was in the book, then it wouldn't be necessarily a movie in a regular sense. It would be more of a porn. You know what I mean? And I mean, don't get me wrong. There's theaters for that, but you can't win an Oscar. Like no one's gonna win. Like what was the person? Mia Khalifa isn't gonna win an Oscar anytime soon. You know what I'm saying?
I have to say I disagree. And the movies suck not because it didn't have as much sex in it. It's because they cut out a lot of the good dialogue that was in the book.
Yeah, but that had nothing to do with the movie being good or not. I was talking.
You're saying that the movie was basically tamed because or the movie was tamed because it didn't have as much sex in it than the book.
No, well, yeah, but in the sense of like showing everything, showing so much as it's not as explicit as it was in the books, is what I'm saying. So it takes nothing from the dialogue or the actual overall message that the movie was trying to convey or anything. It's just meaning like instead of like you seeing a penis going straight into a vagina hardcore, like if it would be described in a book, it wouldn't do that.
The book wasn't that graphic where it literally described the dick going into the pussy. It wasn't like that. You know, like I said, most of the sex scenes or the bigger sex scenes that were in 50 Shades of Grey, the movie, were the ones in the book. It may have had some of the smaller sex scenes like that didn't make the cut in the movie. Yeah, but like I said, the movie sucked because a lot of the main good storyline part didn't make it into the movie.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I guess we could talk about that later because you guys haven't seen it.
I haven't read or seen the book. So.
Yeah, so it's a moot point for me to talk about it, but that's why.
But what I'm saying is so. But we can't talk about this, like, because Bryce and I still know what the movie was about, the basis of it, and how it was mostly shot. Like, if you compare that to a regular old porn, if you go to Pornhub, Xvideos, porn, whatever you want to do, whatever site you want to go to, you look at that porn, you can just tell the way it moves, the way it navigates, the way it moves through the story. It's it's definitely different. You know what I'm saying?
I think you have
Because
I think you have an ill notion of the movie or the book.
No, because think about it, like you ever seen Pirates? The big the porn thing.
That's completely different from 50 Shades.
No, what I'm saying is like that's intentionally a porn. Like so if you
a porn, yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting for like no one's in them movies are going to win any awards except outside of porn awards.
Because in porn, the focus isn't on the acting.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So when you go to those movies, none of these movies, none of these big movies show anything that graphic.
Well, let me rephrase that, because I guess it is acting in a way, but the non-sexual side of the acting in porn is, that's not the focus. In porn, the focus is the sex, and the acting in the sex, because we know a lot of girls fake it and fake moans and all that kind of stuff. But the actual dialogue, what I'm saying, porn, the focus of porn isn't in the actual dialogue of it. So therefore, no, it's not gonna it's not gonna win the Oscar or a Tony Award like you're saying, but it will win the AVN, or what other
Well, yeah, I know it's
porn
gonna
awards
win
that
the
they
porn
are.
awards.
If I can take where I think Jarrett was going with that and run with it, is one big difference, and I can't think of any exceptions to this rule between porn and a general movie, is when there is a sex scene in a general movie, you don't see penetration and shit like that.
That's soft porn.
And I think you don't even see oral sex or anything. Like you might see your head go down, and but you're not.
You
gonna
don't see a dick period in regular.
Yeah,
Well, not sexually. I mean, you'll
majority,
see just hanging out,
Yeah.
but Sense8. But
Which I'm going to watch that probably tonight or tomorrow.
but there you go. But I think the big difference there is because when you are adding sex to a movie for storytelling purposes, the graphic pictures, the insertion, the oral isn't pertinent to the overall story. The sex might be in and of itself, the fact that they had sex and the kind of sex that they had, romantic versus, aggressive and passionate. But seeing that detail, it's unnecessary detail.
right. Now I have seen pornos that blur the line almost because I can't remember the name of the movie right now, but the whole plot of it was these two women and these two guys have these they meet up at like this cabin or some type of hotel, and they spend the whole weekend together. And the whole idea was that they had swap partners. And the whole movie, although it was graphic, it was playing on the idea of how does that change your relationship amongst friends. When you do switch.
I've either seen that or seen one very close to it. By the way,
yes, I think I'll be on the same. I've seen a few of them because I got really into that aspect because it wasn't so much about sex. It becomes okay. We shared something so intimate with someone that we knew that was so close. Well, how did we move on? But it was still in the sense of porn because of like Brian Browse was saying how graphic that it was. It did arouse me a lot of times, but at the same time, it brought up questions that I guess a quote unquote normal movie would make me think about at the end of it.
I think that we were just talking about this off camera. I'm off air before we start talking about this episode. What's sexy, at least to me. When it comes down to porn, and I think something like that would be very, very interesting because for me, I like the story in the porn. You know what I'm saying? I like to know what led up to them having sex. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like a long drawn out sex scene. Like it's just kind of pointless to watch all that. But
circumstances make it sexy.
Yeah, so the circumstances definitely make it sexy. And when you're watching a movie and it focuses on the dialogue and the art side of the porn or what leads up to sex, or in this situation, the wife swapping and the and the intertwining of the emotional connection between
the friends
and the relationships. You know what I'm saying? Like it would still show the graphicness of the actual sex, but still focus on the dialogue. That's like mad sexy to me.
Yeah, I do. And don't get me wrong. And I remember we are talking. That's why I said I didn't disagree with you when we were talking off camera.
Right.
Of the fact that I do sometimes like to know why. I like to see the backstory. But a lot of times when I go into porn, for my late night sessions, I like to just get straight to the action. I'm not really concerned what's her name, what's her reason for being in New York. You know what I'm saying? Why is she on this couch? I don't really care. You know what I mean? I just want to get to a point. But if it's something, if it falls back to that genre, okay, now I want to be questioned. Now I want to know the backstory. Because now it's not always about the penetration for me. Now it's like you said, it's is why are the characters even here? Why do they exist?
What brought them together?
Right. And in a way, it does almost, because like when you grow, it's almost like, it's like when you watch a long TV show and then your two favorite characters finally get together. You're like, yeah, I've been waiting for this. And that's what it kind of is when you like somebody so much, or a character of a person that's portrayed. You kind of want it to happen more.
Yeah, that build up.
Yeah, and
the anticipation.
Yeah, and you enjoy it more. It's true. It's true. But you enjoy it more.
Sorry, that just made me laugh because like I'm just something I've seen before, and it's funny because it pisses me off in the most minor sense. I'm curious to see if Josh will agree with me here. Is when you're watching something and it has that build up, and then they just cut straight to the sex, and they don't show they don't show the undressing or anything.
Or for me, like in porn, when you're watching a good porn scene and they're really going at it, and the girl is about to climax, and then it cuts and it doesn't show her orgasm.
Oh my god,
I hate that. That's the most sexiest part to me.
Oh, that's irritating.
I love to see the woman orgasm, and then they cut it to another scene. I'm like, oh my god, what the fuck is my point of watching this?
So I always get those. If you want to see the rest of the video, go to this site, and I'm like, I'm not paying for this. I'm not paying for it. I'll finish up on another video.
Exactly.
I'll splice it together in my head.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, man. So I think at the end of it, I think hopefully we all can agree. It really depends on what's the reasoning for these pictures. If we go back to Drake's alleged baby mama, what was she doing? Now if she was about to get oiled up and get ready for 7 dudes to walk on set,
Yeah, that's porn.
That's porn.
And she's definitely a porn star. Kim Kardashian, porn star.
Yep.
She actually had sex videos. But Sophie Brousseau or Rose Devine is her porn name. She's not a porn star.
well, hold up. Let's be fair. Kim Kardashian is not a porn star.
Kim Kardashian is definitely a porn star.
She is not a porn star.
Kim Kardashian is definitely a porn star.
Nigga.
She has a sex tape
No,
video.
but that doesn't.
I guess I can almost agree with you say that she's not a porn star just because she has a porn video out. If that's where you're going by it, I can see that because she only has one. And then she has posed naked in Playboy, in which we talked earlier. We don't see that as porn. But porn star, okay, one video don't make you a porn star. If that's what you're gonna say, is it?
Well, I'm waiting for Bryce. Bryce is about to say something.
No, I was basically going to say what he just said, because you think about like all the leaked, fappening, which I mean mostly that was pictures, but there were some sex tapes. WWE superstar Paige, her sex tapes got leaked.
Yep.
And especially in that case, it definitely wasn't voluntary. And as far as I know, there's no DVD of it. Like Paris Hilton, you can go buy the DVD A Night in Paris,
Right.
And I assume that she's making money off of that somehow. I would have to believe.
Well, yeah.
I know there's some whole lawsuit or some shit, but
But that was after the lawsuit, though.
was it? Oh,
Yeah, that was
see,
after the lawsuit.
yeah. But at the same time, it's like a sex tape, especially just one sex tape. Does that make you a porn star? I personally don't think so.
And that's what I'm saying. Because Kardashian actually, she may have become famous because, she may have blew up because of that sex tape.
Yeah.
But her intentions weren't to become a porn star.
So would you say you classify her as a porn star because of how much recognition she gained from the sex video?
Nope. Kim Kardashian is a public figure.
Because you can, I don't know it right now, but I do know that for a long time, Kim Kardashian was actually in the top 10 top most searched for porn stars according to Pornhub.
Yeah, because a lot of porn stars emulate her.
No. As in her video.
No, videos still get uploaded and shit.
Her video was out of all the actual porn stars, her video was still looked for amongst the top 10.
Oh yeah, because it's Kim Kardashian though.
That's what I'm saying. So
yeah.
So is it her notoriety is what classifies her as a porn star?
No.
Because there's a difference between a porn star and just a porn actress.
Yeah, see, I would say no on both of those. I say she is a girl or a woman now who was in a sex tape and it blew up, and she may have gained notoriety off of that sex tape.
And to even take that further, I'm going to go with the Paris Hilton example and even Paige, is when they made those tapes, yes, they've profited off of it, both directly and indirectly, but when they made those tapes, it wasn't with the intent to distribute.
Yeah.
Right. See, Ray J distributed the night the Kim Kardashian one, the old boy who had the camera distributed the night in Paris. You know, and it's the same thing. Like, do you think Sylvester Stallone is a porn star? Would you consider him a porn star?
Does he have a porn tape?
He has a porn.
Or Hulk Hogan.
Or Hulk Hogan.
I knew you were going to say that too. Son of a bitch.
But we don't want to talk about Hulk Hogan's.
Who the fuck wants to watch that?
No one. No one.
God.
I don't care how many shirts he rips off. No one wants to rip it. Watch that. Yes, I
am a real American.
Fight for the rights of every man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Sylvester Stallone has a porn, but you wouldn't consider
I
him
could
a
have
porn
lived
star.
without knowing that, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yep. You can look it up if you want to.
I don't
Thank
want
you.
to.
I'm just saying. I mean, it's not old Stallone. It's young Stallone. Either way.
I'm still okay with that.
You know, they don't
See,
play Rocky.
I'm
too.
disturbed that you even had to clarify that.
I just want to let you know, man.
It's not going to make a difference. I still don't want to see it.
That's fine.
Yo, Adrian.
I'm not trying. I don't think he didn't. He wasn't. I'm not gonna lie to you. If cum shots had quotes or like one-liners, that'd be the best one. Yo, Adrian.
Oh, wow.
Wow, we ended on a weird note.
I really hope people comment on this one. I know I say that at the end of every episode, but I would love to hear what people think on this topic.
Yeah, we need definitely to start a conversation through this episode.
Yes, please.
So if you listen to this and you don't fucking comment, fuck you.
You are doing yourself and us a disservice.
Yeah, man, talk to us.
And if
we want to continue this conversation.
There's nothing you can say that's more fucked up than what we've said.
And if you
or
look
thought.
up the Sylvester Stallone or have looked it up, I want to know if you did it.
This nigga is still on this shit.
I think he enjoyed it.
He really did.
Let me ask you a question. If Morgan Freeman had a porno, would you look it up? If Whoopi Goldberg had one, would you look it up?
I'm not going to lie. Morgan Freeman, I would look just out of curiosity.
That's what I'm saying. Just to see if it's real.
Just because I want to see God fucking.
That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
You want God's dick?
Like, he's not my idol now. Like, I just...
No.
Somebody's got to do the Morgan Freeman voice. I want to hear that.
I'm horrible at
okay,
impressions.
I would say I would look it up depending on who it was else in the video.
No. It's just... If
Morgan Freeman
had a
and Whoopi
porno-
Goldberg.
I don't give a shit. I tell you right now. No homo. If Morgan Freeman had a porno, I would definitely look it up out of curiosity just to see, like, he had a fucking porno.
God, this took a weird turn.
It did.
Man.
But it'd be
no,
art.
That's...
Sorry, Mr. Freeman.
It'd be art.
I don't know.
I think that's good.
Yeah, we get on that note. Josh is speechless.
Josh looking thoughtful as fuck. Like,
He's speechless. We did our job.
No, but okay. Since we talked about Morgan Freeman, we got a few more minutes. They said Morgan Freeman used to fuck his granddaughter.
the
Wow.
fuck?
Okay. Well, I think we should end on that note.
I've never
was-
heard that.
No,
I did. No, I did hear about that.
I was into the Joe Budden podcast, and they say that he's a dirty old man and he's a pervert and shit like that, and he used to fuck his granddaughter or something. I'm like, is that true?
Is there a porno of it?
I hope not. I don't know. No,
Then
I don't know.
Then it might just be art.
Oh, we'd like
Okay.
to thank you all for watching and listening
We'll definitely
for that
edit
fucked up soundbite.
Yeah, that's gonna be the clip right there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we said, if you listen to this, you better fucking comment, please. Whether it's a LOL or just something, actual comment, and before we can keep this conversation going.
Comment, share.
Any last words, anybody?
Man, no. I think I'm good. I ended on a high note. I'm good.
All right. Well, this is another episode of Takeoff Anytime podcast.
Well,
We
Bryce, you
appreciate.
didn't let him speak.
No, I got nothing. Man.
Okay.
I got nothing.
I hate when you interrupt me when I'm in the middle
sorry.
of the outro.
He was just. I just want to make sure everybody get a chance.
But he always said something, and you always like not listen to him.
Did you say something before I said something?
What?
You didn't say something this
He
time.
started the
I,
conversation.
yeah,
about,
I said thank you
Man,
for watching.
I really got to start paying attention. I'm sorry.
Anyways.
Go ahead.
once again, this is another episode of Takeoff Anytime podcast. We appreciate everybody who listened and fuck with us. And if you don't fuck with us, oh well, we're gonna take off anyway. I'm Josh. Be easy, and we out.
Ka-chow.